SMT Nation, we back. Nation, we got news out of AT&T and Verizon and Open RAN. Let's discuss that here in today's video. The article from Linda Hardesty, Fierce Wireless, will be in the description. I'll provide a link for you guys. Ways to support us can be found in the description box as well. All right, AT&T and Verizon leading this new $42.3 million Open RAN R&D facility in Dallas. This is a pretty big thing with respect to Open RAN because they're getting a lot of funding. Right, this facility, along with I think the funding to provide kind of the research and the development and trials of all things Open RAN. Let's describe some of these elements. So basically, what I think AT&T and Verizon are going to do is spearhead this project, and they're going to be developing, creating, testing, evaluating all the different types of Open RAN configurations. I think it's more so about the ecosystem for Open RAN more than anything with these types of facilities. I know that the NTIA, along with other organizations, are really happy about this. It's all about the telecommunications supply chain and how the vendor ecosystem can all kind of be interoperable. And in the long game, in the grand scheme of things, you look at the United States and you look at America and how they want to compete internationally with our vendors, with our networking, and you see what's happened with like Huawei internationally and all these other things. They want to be a part of the leading the pack, right? So operators like AT&T and Verizon, who have already made public statements about Open RAN and the nature of being able to have an open ecosystem in which you can basically use any vendor's equipment to build and produce quality networking. That's really what this is all about. So you've got different names and suppliers of gear, that were kind of thrown into this as, beneficiaries. Microsoft, Nokia, Ericsson, Airspan, Fujitsu, Rakuten. I mean, we've talked about some of these. Throw in Samsung, Mavenir, VMware. The list goes on and on with names like Ciena, Cisco, Dell, and so forth, and Intel. They're all going to be a part of this, right? Developing equipment, providing them for testing, and then just looking at the interoperability. And, if I could conclude the video with just the basic premise of what all this means, AT&T and Verizon came out publicly with, an Open RAN vision and an Open RAN decision and virtualizing their network as well. We haven't really heard anything from T-Mobile yet. We probably now understand that they're probably going to go in the same direction. I don't think it would make any sense for them to not. When the bigger networks, the better networks, in all honesty, have gone this direction, I think it's just a matter of time. It becomes follow the leader at this point. And Verizon pretty much always leads the way, right? They're the ones who push the 4G LTE direction. That was not AT&T, that was not T-Mobile, that was not Sprint. And internationally, that was the case, right? So I would kind of look at it from that respect, and I would expect T-Mobile to make an announcement soon and be involved in some way, shape, or form in a project like this one. I don't know if that means they get into this one, but just saying that they probably need to get involved, right? And be a part of that progress. What do you guys think of this? This is pretty exciting. Like I said, I think this puts AT&T and Verizon in the catbird seat for when new gear is developed, and them being a part of this, and allows them to be future planners and developing of all this gear and how it's going to work within their network. Kind of puts them in that pole position. What do you guys think? Sound off in the comment section below. You're the voice of the people, the SMT Nation. Let your voice be heard.